Hello everyone, I'm the Blue Monster, and welcome to Trigger Warning. I do want to apologize in advance for any odd noises that you might hear in the background. I'm essentially in a construction zone right now, so there may be some odd noises. For that, I do apologize. Nonetheless, let's get started. Where do I even start with this one? So this news article populated my newsfeed, and I really could not believe my eyes. Woke, let's just say, most definitely needs to stay out of the military. A story out of Colorado from Fox News, I've got the link in the description, states that the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, Colorado has backed woke initiatives that promote certain gender ideologies. What the f*** does that even mean? It goes on to state the academy instructed students to use gender-inclusive language and refrain from using words like mom or dad. Have people gone crazy? Alright, it continues stating that the news agency received no response after reaching out to Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall. He did briefly address the report, saying the programs were being taken out of context. I doubt that. It continues, and that using more inclusive language helps the Air Force produce f***ing pussies. I'm sorry, I misread that. Helps the Air Force produce more effective warfighting units. The briefing centered on respect for others and the warfighting imperative of leveraging diverse perspectives to solve our nation's most difficult national security problems. I can't go on. Oh my gosh, just read this article. Alright, continuing. It states that, quote, however, the diversity training in question clearly stated that cadets should use person-centered language and consider that many individuals don't have a mom and dad, according to slides of the presentation obtained by Fox News Digital. The slides also say that cadets should be color conscious. Also, some families are headed by single parents, grandparents, foster parents, two moms, two dads, etc. Consider parent or caregiver instead of mom and dad. The presentation stated, use words that include all genders. Folks, y'all, instead of guys, partner versus boyfriend or girlfriend. Not colorblind or I don't see color, but color conscious, it adds. We see color, patterns, and value people for their uniqueness. What kind of f***ing language is this we have to dance around in order not to offend someone? Interestingly enough, they do encourage exclusivity later on in the article. Quote, a separate report Friday revealed that the AFA has encouraged its students to apply for fellowship for gender minorities. This is a separate out of the Air Force based on what I've seen. The AFA said cisgender men shouldn't apply for the offering. The Brooke Owens Fellowship is a 9-week internship at an aerospace company for women and gender minorities, according to an email obtained by Fox News Digital. A spin-off program, the Patty Grace Smith Fellowship, provides similar opportunities for black cadets. But wait, there's more. This is what they have to say. If you are a cisgender woman, a transgender woman, non-binary, agender, bigender, two-spirit, what is that? Demigender, gender fluid, gender queer, or another form of gender minority, this program is for you. The application for the Brooke Owens Fellowship states, if you are a cisgender man, this program is not for you. But we encourage you to check out our spin-off programs. I can't imagine what the spin-off programs would be. What the actual honestly, so I can see this now. I'm in the military. I'm clearly not woke. My unwoke self talking about my mum and dad. And some woke pansy cadet comes up to me offended because they don't have a mother or a father. That sucks for you, but sometimes that's just life. They report me for being insensitive. I get kicked out, which would not surprise me in this day and time. Or I would have to do 1,000,000 push-ups because my language created a hostile environment. What is your woke going to do when you're fighting the enemy and you get triggered because of all the war and fighting and uninclusive language that I promise you're going to hear that you think has to be changed for you, but you're just shaking and screaming for it all to stop because, again, this triggers you? The enemy does not give a flipping penny about you or your feelings or your emotions or what gender you are. You are an enemy. It doesn't matter. You're not a person. You're just an enemy. You have to fight and stand up, or you're just going to go to the great beyond. The world is going to hell in a handbasket. There are terrible wars where people are losing entire families. mums, dads, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, best friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, and you want to cry because someone misgendered you or was not aware of your personal pronouns, or that you didn't have a parent, or because you look like a straight-up dude in a dress. There are way worse things to be worried about than your personal pronouns. This unbelievably hypersensitive generation could never fight in a war, or probably even get through boot camp. I was a military monster. I grew up in that environment. You have to have a clear head, think both logically and critically, which woke people do not. But thinking in general has just completely gone out the window. Alright, so let's take it down a bit. I have said this before. I want inclusion. I am down for however you want to live your life, but you have to understand that there are some people that don't and never will. And there is a time and a place. The military is not that place. That is life. You don't always win despite receiving a participation trophy. I remember the first time I received a participation trophy and I was like, what is this? I threw it away. I didn't want it. We didn't win. I don't deserve a trophy. Anyway, the language of inclusivity is just too much. Just too much. There are so many new genders and words being created daily. How am I supposed to know that you identify as a genderless, half-yeti, half-starlight person that doesn't believe in any pronouns but they and them, and will go out of your way to cancel myself and everyone else if we do not recognize you as that or disagree with you on literally anything you say or think? And again, how am I supposed to know that you were brought up by a single mother or father or grandparents or foster parents or two moms or two dads? Offense should not be taken because I have a mother or father and you don't. Again, that is life sometimes. If you pass away, I promise the world will not stop. It does not revolve around you. Let's start to think more critically and logically. The woke agenda is depleting the moral fabric of society as we know it. Stand up for your right to speak, however you speak, because when your speech becomes stifled, or you are told to not say anything that contradicts another person, free speech is no more. And sadly, very sadly, that is where we are heading. Thank you for watching Trigger Warning if you've made it this far. If you liked what you heard, please like and subscribe. If not, thank you for listening anyway. Take care of yourself and other people. You are amazing and we all deserve to be happy. Have a great day.